Now the question number 32, a cylinder capacitor has the coaxial cylinder of the length 15 centimeter and the radii 1.5 centimeter and the 1.4 centimeter. The outer cylinder is arched and the inner cylinder is given a charge 3.5 microcoulomb. Determine the capacitance of the system and the potential of the inner cylinder. Neglect the and effect. Okay, so in this, find out the capacitance of the cylindrical capacitor. Okay, so cylindrical capacitor banta kaise? By the two concentric cylinder. We have, this is the inner cylinder and this is the outer cylinder. Here we have the positive Q charge, then on the outer cylinder we have the negative Q charge, and here the Q is given, Q equal to positive 3.5 microcoulomb, or you can say that positive 3.5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb. So it means on the inner cylinder we have the charge 3.5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb on the inner, you can write, and for the outer this will become negative 3.5 microcoulomb. So negative 3.5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 coulomb, right? And also given length of the cylinder, the cylindrical capacitor equal to 0.15 meter and the outer radius of the cylinder 0.015 meter and the inner 0.014 meter. So capacitance of the cylindrical capacitor is given by the 2 pi epsilon naught L divided by 2.303 into log base to 10 B by A. L is the length of the cylindrical capacitor, B is the outer radius and A is the inner radius. Put all this value in this formula, then we have 2 pi 2 into 3.14 into 8.854 into 10 raised to power minus 12 and into 0.15 divide 2.303 into log base to 10. Okay, and this will be 0.015 divided by 0.014. Okay, when we solve this, then we get the value 1.21 into 10 raised to power minus 10 Faraday. So this is the capacitance of this cylindrical capacitor, and the potential on the inner cylinder, potential on the inner cylinder equal to, suppose हमने कर लिया V, and this V equal to, we know that this will be equal to positive Q divided by C. This will be equal to now 3.5 into 10 raised to power minus 6 divided by 1.21 into 10 raised to power minus 10. When we solve this, then we get the value 2.89 into 10 raised to power 4 volt. So this is the question number 32. In question number 33, a parallel plate capacitor is to be designed with a voltage rating 1 kilovolt using a material of the dielectric constant 3 and dielectric strength about the 10 raised to power 7 volt per meter. And for the safety, we should like the field never to exceed say 10% of the dielectric strength, but the minimum area of the plates is required to have a capacitance of 50 picofarad. For such cases, we can consider a parallel plate capacitor, positive, 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 and then negative, and then earthing. Okay, and we consider the separation between them is D, and it is filled by the dielectric material with the dielectric constant is 3. Okay, K equal to 3, and the area of cross section we consider A जो निकालना है हमें, and D is also we do not have. Okay, and in this dielectric strength equal to 10 raised to power 7 volt per meter, right? So 10% of dielectric strength equal to 10 divided by 100 into 10 raised to power 7. This will be equal to 10 raised to power 6 volt per meter. So maximum electric field allowed in this, maximum electric field allow equal to 10 raised to power 6 volt per meter. And also we know that E equal to V upon में D. V is given, V equal to 1 kilowatt, ठीक है, is it means this will be equal to 1000 volt. So put this value, okay, here 10 raised to power 6 equal to 10 raised to power 3 upon D. Then from here we can find out the value of the D equal to 10 raised to power 3 upon 10 raised to power 6. So this will be equal to 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. Now we know the value of the D, and also we know the capacitance of such type of the capacitor. This will be equal to K C naught K epsilon naught A divided by D. So now the value of the A equal to C into D divided by K epsilon naught. Put all these value in this equation, then we have C equal to 50 picofaraday. In this question C is given, C equal to 50 picofaraday. Okay, 50 picofaraday means 50 into 10 raised to power minus 12 into D. We know that D equal to 10 raised to power minus 3, okay, and divided by K. K is also given 3, and epsilon naught we know that 8.85 into 10 raised to power minus 12, okay. And then when we solve it, then we have the value 19 centimeter square. Okay, so this is the area of the cross section which we find out of this capacitor. So this is the question number 33. Now the question number 34, part A. Describe the equipotential surface corresponding to a constant electric field in z direction. So for a constant electric field, suppose this is the Ez. Along the z direction we have the electric field which is the constant. So electric field line represented as the parallel lines, and we know that the equipotential surface are perpendicular to the electric field line. So now we draw the equipotential surface in xy plane, because E is along the z axis, then equipotential surface is drawn in xy plane, right? Now we draw these are the perpendicular lines to the z axis. Now we draw the plane. We have this. These are the equipotential surface in xy plane, and here the V1 is the potential, V2, V3 and V4, okay, and V2 minus V1 equal to V3 minus V2 equal to here V4 minus V3, and the separation between them, suppose this is the D1, this is the D2, this is the D3, then D1 equal to D2 equal to D3. So this is the equipotential surface corresponding to the constant electric field in the z direction. In the second part B, a field that uniformly increase in magnitude, okay. So we know that E is inversely proportional to 1 by R square. So if R is decreased, then E increase, okay. It means here D1 in the part second, D1 is greater than D2 and greater than D3 and so on. Okay, number one thing. Second, uniform electric field है increasing in the magnitude. So again we have this is the electric field lines. Okay, electric field along the z direction, right? So in this, when we draw the equipotential surface perpendicular to the electric field, so this will be drawn in the xy plane. Okay, so if E is decreases, then D1 greater than if E is increasing, then D1 is greater than D2 and D2 is greater than D3 and so on. So if we take, these are the equipotential surface. This is the D1, this is the D2, and here this is the D3. Okay, D1 is greater than D2 and greater than D3, and these are having the potential V1, V2, V3, V4, and also in this V2 minus V1 is equal to V3 minus V2 equal to V4 minus V3, right? But electric field, that will be increased. Okay, so a fact is that the separation between them, there is not a constant. D1 is greater than D2 is greater than D3. Okay, this is the part B. In the part C, a single positive charge at the origin. Okay, now we have a single positive charge. So in the theory part we have read that for the single positive charge we have the concentric circle represent the equipotential surface. So these concentric circles represent the equipotential surface for a single charge, and the electric field is represented like this. Here we have suppose positive Q charge. Okay, and the separation here, this is suppose D1 and this is, now we have D2 and this is we have the D3. Okay, so as we go away from the charge, then D3 is greater than D2 and D2 is greater than D1. Okay, because the electric field will be decreased. Okay, so this is the part C. Now in part D, a uniform grid consisting of the long equally spaced parallel charge wire in a plane. So these are the number of long wire which are joined to each other. Now if we represent here the electric field lines, then this will be represented as, if we consider here the positive charge, then the electric field lines are represented as in the outward direction. Then the equipotential surface, we know that due to a point charge we can represent as the concentric sphere, and in this here we have the number of the charge points. So the equipotential surface is represented as like this. Okay, but D1 and D2 D3 is such that here D3 is greater than D2 and D2 is greater than D1. The separation between the equipotential surfaces will be increases as we go away from these point charges on the wire. Okay, so this is from the equipotential surface when the number of long wire are joined to each other, and we can say that from this, as the distance from these charges is increases, or you can say that as we go away from the wire, then as we go away from the grid, then equipotential surface, become planar and parallel to grid, because the distance or the separation between the equipotential surfaces is increases. Okay, near to the grid we have the equipotential surface like this, like a wave you can say that, but as we go away the separation between the equipotential increases and they form the shape of a plane, and then they are parallel to the grid. Okay, so you can look here, this is parallel to the grid, right? So this is the question number 34. Now the question number 35. In a Venn diagram type generator, a spherical metal shell is to be 15 into 10 raised to power 6 volt electrodes. The dielectric strength is 5 into 10 raised to power 7 volt per meter. What is the minimum radius of the spherical shell required? Okay, so in the Venn diagram generators, question number 35, in Venn diagram generator, minimum radius is given by the formula minimum radius of the shell is given by V equal to E D formula से. Okay, and from this D equal to V upon E. D is the radius of the Venn diagram, is given by the D. Okay, and V equal to E D, D equal to V upon में E. Now we do not know what is the electric field, but we know that 10% of the electric strength is the maximum electric field. We know that, here we write, we know that 10% of dielectric strength equal to maximum electric field, right? So it means E equal to 10% of dielectric strength. Dielectric strength is given in the question 5 into 10 raised to power 7. So electric field equal to 10 divided by 100 into 5 into 10 raised to power 7. This will be equal to 5 into 10 raised to power 6 volt per meter, and then D equal to V upon E. Okay, and put the value here. V is equal to 15 into 10 raised to power 5 given in the question. Okay, 15 into 10 raised to power 15 into 10 raised to power 6. Okay, given in the question, and electric field we have find 5 into 10 raised to power 6. So this will be cancel, and this will be equal to 3. So radius of the generator, radius of Venn diagram generator equal to 3 meter. Okay, so this is the question number 35.